Hi guys. Oh my god, I'm so late. I have also no makeup on. Ah ah wow, today I am so exhausted. Today I think I should do just like yesterday's stream. I didn't do any editing yesterday or the day before. Somehow this week is so busy. I should not see someone. Hi guys. I need to stop seeing someone for more than 2 days. Because of that, I have no time for my own self. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Oh, morning, guys. Morning. Remind me to see a friend only once a week at most. This week, I saw like friend after friend, and no time. No, I didn't meet her yet. I'm meeting her next week, or in 2 weeks or something. So I need a space out. I need some alone time. So even today, I was like really a little hesitant on streaming, cause I have stuff that I should work on, and like I still want to stream, but I still want to, it's just like so much on my brain. So we need to take a break. I need to take a break from humans. In that sense, I feel very like I don't gain energy from talking, because I think I'm stressed that I'm not doing work. So right now I just get really exhausted. So right now, let me just talk for maybe like an hour, and then I'm just gonna head out early. But yeah, I need a rest from society. I really need a rest from society and talking to people. It's really energy draining, guys. Really energy draining. So I need to get out of social media. But yesterday I met with Sora. And we talked about guys for 3 hours, and then I met up with my other friend, and we talked about guys for another 3 hours. So it's like guys after guys, and I don't feel. Hi, Julia. I need to hang out with animals for a bit. How are you, Julia? You gotta teach me Valorant. Actually, we should play some other games. And so I'm exhausted. Thank you for the shout out. I don't even know what I'm doing with my life these days. But how are you, Julia? What are you doing these? Are you still in Canada? I've seen you've like started streaming lately. So you're back in LA. Oh. Are you going to TushCon? Are you still working there? Man, we need to like catch up. It's like there's like people that I need to talk to. Like some people I need to break. I've been talking about guys for the past 2 days. Oh, Julia, you didn't have to. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Hi, Tink. 진짜. Like I'd rather talk about like the politics right now. I think I'm at that point of like exhausting. Like I would rather talk about how life is a disaster, and that it's, I don't know why. I think it's like, so my age, bunch of people around me are like either looking for guys to date or looking into marriage. And as someone who's been married, I think I'm a great person to talk to, not gonna lie, because I think I can do a good job of relating. I can be like, or you totally understand what you're talking about, everything. Also, it's a great aspect to look from, like, from my standpoint, because, like, I've been married for, like, a long time, you know, and, like, everything. But then it gets to a point where you're just kind of like, okay, like, I gave out all my knowledge, and now I have, like, nothing to talk about, so I just need to rest. So... No, I don't need to talk about, like, being single or anything. It's just like, every individual being, I think, has other things to value, and it does make me look back to my relationship with Mia, and you get to a point where you're just being like, wow, thank you for being a decent human being. So that's, I think I'm at that point. So it was a great talk, and I could sit here talking to you guys about guys, but I don't know. I think it really depends on personality. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Here's why it feels very interesting, because interesting, or just kind of like hi guys. So, you know, I met with Sora, and then I met with one of my other college best friend, and it's like polar opposite of what both of them want. So it was a very good standpoint to look into. And my friend really doesn't care about height or facial features. She only cares about whether or not, like, she can communicate well with this guy. Like, she values communication along with, what's the other thing she valued? Like, having time for her instead of being super busy. So we had this another, like, 2-3 hour conversation. Yeah, cause, like, I went home at 10 yesterday, and so I've been having a guy talk session for 6 hours yesterday. And then you get to a point where you don't have anything to talk about other than guys. Cause I don't know what these people are interested. Like, my friend, or even like Sora, they're both interested in looking for guys, right? So I'd be like, oh yeah, I want to try dancing to Stray Kids. It doesn't interest them. So they're not interested in talking about me, myself, and who I am. I guess they're more interested in talking about, like, meeting someone. So then I just end up listening. It's not a bad thing to just be listening, but you get to a point where it really drains you. It's like, being a good listener is not easy, and I'm amazed at therapists able to listen to people for hours. Like, I cannot listen to therapists. I don't know how you guys can watch me talk for 2 hours, but I am exhausted. I don't know how you guys watch me for 2-3 hours. I am really exhausted just listening to people talk about relationship, and I just want to, like, shoot myself in the head. Like, oh my god, just shut up. But I mean, it's like, I get it. It's like they're in that point in life where they want to find someone that they'll meet for the rest of their lives, but I don't think I can ever do it again. Even I talked to Mia, and I'm like, Mia, do you think we can go back in doing all those, like, effort spending of finding guys, being interesting, doing all the sweet talk and everything? Wow. Oh my god, I feel bad for you guys. No wonder when Mia listens to my question, he just goes in and out. So, 나는, man, I cannot. Hi, Mark! So, wow, it was really exhausting. Just, wow. At first, I was enjoying it because it's like a fun talk, guys. Not gonna lie, but you get to a point and you're like, every week, I'm like, Oh, talking about guys? 아, 그니까. 아, 진짜 대단했어. I had a just a 6 hour talk about marriage and future. So actually, I didn't want to do any talking, any streaming. I just needed peaceful time. So I'm sorry I'm late. Like half of me was I just needed like a space out moment. Cause okay, so let me tell you, like this past week has been Saturday I saw my relatives. Sunday I saw Mia's like friends and Mia's friends' wives. 뭐였더라? Like Monday, Tuesday I got exhausted. Wednesday I saw the girls. We talked about people for 5 hours, like just about like future life and streaming and everything for like 5 hours. And then Thursday I heard like Yummy always talks about how she's single. Yeah, we also talked about that and what she should do to make herself more open into relationship and dating. Yeah. So like and then yesterday I had a 6 hour conversation with guys. So I'm just like 11 hours talking stream. And then I have to talk in front of you guys. I'm just like, oh my god, I am so sorry, chat. And I feel bad because it's going to be talking about guys again. And I'm like, I don't want to do any content or anything that involves talking. Wow. I don't know how people talk for that long. Like, maybe at one point, at least like the Wednesday one was better because we were like talking about makeup at one point. We were talking about like something at one point. We were talking about like other things in between. This one, like yesterday, was straight up marriage guy's boyfriend for 6 hours. Wow. It's not even yapping. I'd rather yap than like talk about. So I hate guys right now. Like, I was ready to shoot my head at one point. I hate guys. I hate. Well, so my personality changed a little bit. Where instead of being super straightforward to this person, being like, you know, I really think I tell you guys multiple times, right? Don't, you know, like in the end, what girls need is instead of the truth, they need more of like support. And I tell you guys all the time because that's something that I realize that girls enjoy listening to. So ever since I've been doing that, I think it was much easier for people to talk to me, which is great. So I ended up being like, oh, it's nice to listen to other people, right? And like once in a while, I'll give them my advice, but you know, it goes like, it's funny. It's like if I give them advice, the talk just goes zoom, right? But then if I encourage them, it just stays in the head and only thinks about positive things. So at this point, I'm just kind of like, you know, like what's the point? And I like, if they're going to blame me, you know, if they're gonna blame me, being like, Jinri, it was your fault, you didn't tell me to do ABC, then that person's not worth someone. So at this point, it's like I'm not gonna like trust you, or I'm not gonna support you on your decision of like, because I wouldn't make those decisions. But you do whatever you want. I'm not the mom here. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you should do this. Like, I'm not gonna interfere. But if you end up getting upset or anything, like, that's on your half. All I did was listen. I do give in like one or two things, but so I'm just kind of like, today I'm like, oh my god. So I'm sorry, chat. That's why today it's like games or whatever. You know what I really want to do is just be in bed and think about my life. I need like maybe this is like the life of an introvert. I've never felt this ever in my life. And I've been feeling that a lot lately, where I don't want to see people. Even stream. Like even I didn't want to stream today. I was like, I don't like you guys. So oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm exhausted. Oh. Because, like, here's the thing. At one point, they keep talking about the same thing. And it's like, can we have a more of a productive conversation? What can you do, right? If your interest isn't guys, that's what you can only do. My friend never wanted to get married. But lately, she's been wanting to get married, so her conversation was about guys. It was pretty interesting. And then I moved on to one of my other friend, and I did tell this to my friend. I was like, you know what? So we have we have a mutual friend. And that mutual friend wants someone who's rich because her family had a hard time. So I think she's looking for someone rich. It's understandable, but at the same time, like, guys are picky. Guys are getting so picky. My guy friend who works at Samsung, he is the most pickiest guy ever. Like, I was shocked how, like, calculative he was in terms of marriage. He was like, my girlfriend has no savings, and I told her we're gonna break up. That's literally what he said. But in the end, like, love kind of made it somewhat, you know, better. But, like, he's so calculated. And then he kind of compares to his, like, colleagues who married another Samsung female. And he's like, you know, if I married someone from Samsung, we would have had, you know, like, so and so. He's super calculative in terms of money. So my conclusion was, hey, the more money you have, the more, like, he's gonna be very tight about spending and everything, you know? It's like, that's like a legitimate thing that I see, that I've encountered. You know, I've worked at a company, you know, like, yeah. And he's going to also treat you, especially because you're coming into the family hold with nothing. Even if maybe you have savings, like, it's going to be nothing. So in that sense, you're not going to get maybe the right treatment, or you just have to, like, go for someone that's really ugly. But I am so sure that a lot of my friends really value looks, like, really, really value looks. So I'm like, 진짜, in Korea there's a phrase called 불태웠다. That's what it feels like right now. I'm exhausted. 진짜 just my brain is about to explode. Like, it's not bad, but I think I need like a peaceful time. You know, like, I need a peaceful time. I tell you, I would rather talk to you guys about social issues and have my brain, like, rip my hair off with social issues than guys. If anyone mentions about love to me, I'm about to shoot you guys. I mean, it's like fun. It's like dopamine. But I think I'm overdosed with love story dopamine. 이게 그리고 it's like it needs to have some type of like productivity. I had another friend that, like, messaged me, and she keeps talking about this guy, and I'm like, so are you gonna ask him out? And she's gonna wait until he asks her out. I'm like, dude, you are freaking 30. You're freaking 30s, you know, like, I think she was like 30, 31. Guys don't do that. You make some move. I don't know. It's like, at this point I cannot do any sweet talk. So I need to be in my cave, and I just want to make YouTube videos, and I need to rest. That's what I need to do. So as much as I'd love to hang out with you guys and everything, sorry guys, like, my July has been the worst streaming time. 진짜. Yeah, but if I play PoE, then I cannot edit. So I think today I'm going to just talk with you guys for like another 30 minutes to like an hour, and then we're gonna end stream. But at this rate, I just want to tell all my friends, don't get married. Just date whoever. Don't even look at, you know, like if you're just gonna date, just look at their facial. Don't even, you know, like do anything. So here's what I worry though now too. Is girls have a, like I said earlier, girls have a tendency to say positive things to each other instead of telling them the fact. So if you put two girls who are not married in talking about marriage, then you know what happens? They will keep talking about like their ideal type, and it's like, it's going to be like talk after talk after talk after talk. And then it'll just be like they'll be so over their head. Oh, that's what it feels like, Flames. I've been reading the same book over and over again because I've been hearing the same story over and over again. Like my friend yesterday, oh, I had to be there? Ah, that's true. But like, I know. I shouldn't worry too much about them, but I worry that they're gonna be full of their, like, full... I worry that they're gonna be thinking that they're an amazing person. Because... who cares, right? Yeah, maybe I should just introduce. So, I think next week, since July is almost over, we will be in peaceful land. Yeah. I can really see why people don't want to get married. Wow, the standards for guys are really high. What are my standards? So in some aspect, 모르겠어. 뭔가 is that the same in America? 와, 그냥 like if I were a guy, I wouldn't want to get married either. If I were a guy, I would just be like, I'm a YOLO my life. Maybe it depends on region, right? Maybe like Cali. But Mark, I talked about you. I told Mark that you're such a nice person. I don't know why you weren't keeping Nurse A and B together. You know, like, delete numbers when you date someone. When you're not even dating, you don't delete numbers. You need always a safety background. I told that to Sora. Sora, always have a safety. 이거는 it's logic. 모투 타이밍이 아니야. You are single. You need a safety person. Because if you lose Nurse B, then you have to start all over again. 이게 나는 너무 risky. So risky. 나도 honestly I haven't told Mia this. I always had safety. 근데 이제 when I met Mia, then I cut all the safety lines. I told it's not going well for us. And 근데 yeah, it's not good business model. It's you know, in always a business, there's a job field called risk management, and what that does is it assesses the risk in a company or whatever the job field does, right? You guys all probably heard about it. It's like a lot of companies have it. And it's like dating. Like you apply that in dating. The risk of like not dating Nurse A means you have to start all over again. 이게 너무 time spending. Yeah, that's time wasting. So in terms of time management, that's not a good thing. 그러니까 sometimes when you're dating, you gotta be evil. It's okay to be a little bit like a douchebag and have like safety people on the list. Yeah, that's what I talked about yesterday to Sora. I was like, why? You know, there's one intern and I am so upset. Even I think I told you, right, on Discord, right? 이게 너무 착해서 그래. Because he is so nice. Mark is a nice person. 그게 아유. 근데 이게 sincerity랑 이런 게 But you are not dating Nurse B. Like, it's not official, you know? It's not like we are now boyfriend and girlfriend. Because yesterday 몰라, 뭔가 what were we talking about that I made up with it? 근데 그러니까 you just go on dates잖아. 그냥 안타까웠지. That's the problem이랬어. I gave up on Sora's dating segment these days. Oh, that's another 5-hour story. 그런가? What the heck why am I listening to country music? What the fudge happened? 그런가? How many of you guys think Mark did a good job of telling Nurse A we have no feeling? And how many of you guys think, you know, give me like Jinri Kaza for Mark, you did a good job, and then give me Jinri 뭐냐 Bear if Mark if you guys side with me. 그냥 궁금해. Sorry Mark to put you on the spot. 근데 나 너무 am I a bitch? 내가 연애를 잘못했나? Nowadays I don't know how I can date. Don't give me that. Not to that's cheating. 그냥 아쉽다. 모르겠어. 그냥 maybe I'm a bitch. 뭔가 너무 아쉬우니까. 이게 결국에는 우리 because you know like in the end you know you like around our age it's like the time of marriage dating, right? 그러니까 I don't have time, so I have to be selfish, I think. So like what Mark is doing I feel like is 이제 어릴 때 느낌, you know, like young, you know, typing. 그래서 그냥 마음 같아서는 you know, if you were my like really older brother 그럼 내가 뭐라 했지. I always, you know, scold my brother, right? You guys know me. I'm always, you know, normally honest to like guys. So 아유 진짜 you are so kind다. 그냥 kind야 kind. 이게 착한 사람이 안 돼. This is why nice people are having issues. So don't be nice. Because if you are way too nice, if you're nice beyond the point, then people will view you as a dumb person. People will think you're stupid. Which is not good, but it's, I think, human nature. And they will use you. So. 그치. 근데 it's not dating multiple people. It's going on dates with multiple people. 아니면 계속 연락이라도 하든가. Or just text. Don't go out on dates. But 그냥 문자라도 계속 간간히 하면 되잖아. Like, I don't want you guys to waste money on dates. Okay, I can see that. But you guys can still text. 근데 그냥 끝? 이거는 나는 그런가? maybe 아유 그래 그거 맞긴 아유 몰라 아유 그치 아니 계속 텍스팅이라도 계속 하던 nurse because Mark if you don't go well I mean you guys are doing well with nurse B 근데 혹시라도 if you know there's always the if yeah. 아니 조금이라도 있었잖아. 조금이라도, you know. There's a like a little bit, you know. 아니 근데 나는 이래서 싫어. 내가 아우 야 진짜 아우 속 터져 아구 속 터져라 아유 아니 그러니까 결혼을 사랑 없이는 할 순 없어 you know it's not possible to find someone you know 잘했어 아니 아쉬워서 그래 it's just because you like even if the feeling for nurse A went away you still thought that nurse A was a nice person to to draw a future you know you see potentials right so 그러니까는 잘해야지 이제 그러면 이제 if this is the case now since we cannot look at the past anymore you know whatever you did it's not a bad idea it's honesty and like what you guys say honesty is good so now you gotta give 200% to nurse B and like get her the venue before she realizes it so I always say you know like 그러니까 이게 actually that's why I told my friend don't meet someone who's busy 근데 둘 다 busy해 와 그럼 이게 연애가 아 어쩌겠어 nurse B가 예쁜나봐 maybe nurse B was pretty 에휴 what? You guys are so interesting oh my god I don't know I think you should ask her out by next Tuesday put a ring on her finger na 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 marry me na 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 marry me 근데 I think what how many times have you met? Two times? 잠깐만 2 times? wait do you kind of recognize if she's flirting with you or anything? 뭔가 그런 낌새를 느껴져요? I'm not a good person to give advice. But okay, have your conversation ended at all in texting? Okay, then Mark, this coming Tuesday, I think you should give her the serious talk of not feeling too awkward, but just be like, you know, I really have a good feeling about you, and I'm looking, you know, I'm actually looking for someone to draw long, you know, life with, and blah blah blah. And I really want 모시기 조시기 그거를 I think it's this Tuesday. I think it's this Tuesday. Don't you guys agree? 이거는 남자가 리더십을 보여야 돼. Guys have to be aggressive. Sometimes these days, since guys aren't as aggressive as normal. Does she call you? Okay, 이번 주 if I were you 아니 사실 미아한테 물어볼까? Should I ask Mia? I think Mia knows more about girls than me. 미아 바쁜가? 미아 뭐하지? 아 근데 if I were you, 나는 and seeing what girls 그니까. But seeing like, you know, I was talking to a lot of girls in like my age and stuff, they really like aggressive? 나 뭐 되게 guys who make the moves. So I think this coming Thursday? Tuesday? You gotta make it. You gotta tell her. Put ring and don't meet till October. Tuesday 딱 말하는 거예요. I don't know. Do you guys talking Korean? 그럼 한국어로 이제 제가 이제 진지한 만남을 할 나이대가 된다. 그래서 진지하게 만나고 싶다. You know? You get her flowers? Oh man, it's so serious. 뭐가 좀 좋을까? You know? And so I want to, you know, I want to get to know you much better and make this a serious relationship. 딱 말해. And then done. So I think it's time to play the card. You know, it's like you fell for my trap card. No, 쇼부로 봐야 될 것 같아. It's time. It's time right now. I can feel it. I can sense it. So if we don't see Mark, then he has officially gone off, guys. But I think we will see him often. Seems the girl is busy. Yeah. So let us all pray for Mark, guys. Give him the good luck, Mark. I hope you find the right girl. I hope it goes well. Tap in the back, tap in the shoulder, everything. And then as at least okay, now that I look and talk to all my girlfriends, I think Mark isn't that picky. I think Mark is like really not picky guy. So. Oh, Journey, thank you for the 200 bits.
Relationships are not for the weak.
그치. 아 근데 진짜 There's too many picky people in the world. 와 너무 많아. I mean it's good to be picky. 그래 알겠어. It's good, but my friend's older sister said you can be picky, but be only picky about two things. Don't look into the stuff after the two things. But I think that's hard for a lot of people. So for me, it was just kind of like... I honestly think social media messed it up. Right? Like, even my friends, everyone is rich around me. Everyone around me is living off a awesome life. 근데 진짜 social media ruined it for a lot of people. Even like talking to people around me, they're like, oh, like he's getting married at some place. He found this girl who's like super rich. But I think since I was in a rich community, so if you hang out with the Korean community who studies abroad, normally they are super rich. So whatever like people say to me doesn't really like affect me that much, but I think to other people it really triggers them, being like, oh, right? So well, honestly, the real rich people will not like show it off as much. So is she rich? Does she have lots of money? Is Mark buying me tickets? Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah. I think the really rich people will not show off that much. So I think maybe that was a big reason for her. You know, the reason why she has crazy hours is that because she came with no support, she kind of has a desire to make lots of money. So I think that's why she wants to make as much money before, you know, going through pregnancy and everything. So it's wise for her to do that, but it really also, I think you need to talk to her well of what the future will be like when you guys actually are looking into marriage and stuff. But that's like another, you know, that's another fight that you must have in, I think, your life. Oh. Yeah, right? I can see that. So a Christian way? How? Guys, by the way, let's go to Stray Kids thingy-mabobby next week. I'm too exhausted today. Sorry, chat. Let's go next week. My body cannot handle it. Oh. People who are really rich have been rich for generations and have things beyond our view of. Yeah. That's a big plus. 아, 그럴 수 있겠다. 근데 그렇게 성실하게 사는 사람이 되게 매력적이게 보이긴 해. So I tell my friends who are interested in marriage, always attack the in-laws. That is like the shortcut of getting married. And there will be no guys who will not like their significant other caring about their family. 그거는 I think it's like an equation of marriage. If you are really considerate and look after, without being like, oh, I'm going to give her this so that I can be rich type of attitude, but you know, like attack the in-laws. So that's what I did, and this is the outcome. Why did I do it? Child, why did you guys not stop me then? Now I'm stuck here with you guys. Just kidding. Yeah, it worked. Like for me, when I was dating Mia, like 6 months into our relationship, Mia's grandpa passed away. So, and Mia was in the US at the time, and I was in Korea, finishing up, like wrapping up to go back to US. This was even before I was streaming. So, since his grandpa passed away, and he couldn't come to the funeral, but he told me, he was like, you know, actually, like, that happened. And I was like, oh, like, why didn't you tell me earlier? I could have gone. And he's like, it's too far. It'd be really hard. I was like, Mia, like, if someone passed away, it doesn't matter, like, the distance. It's the effort of going. That's what's important. So I was like, give me the address. And it was goddamn far. Yeah. There was no bus that goes to that funeral site. 와 진짜. And I 진짜 와. And so it took me like hour and a half getting there. 내가 왜 갔지? I had to do 잠깐만 수원까지. It was at 수원, right? So 1, 2, 3. I had to do 3 times transfer subways and take a bus there. So it was like hour and a half, 2 hours getting there. That was the biggest mistake in my life. 내가 왜 갔지? Why did I go there, guys? Past Jinri, don't do that. 근데 뭐 So I got there and Mia's mom was really shocked because I met her maybe twice, 3 times before Mia went off to US, and so she was really thankful for me to visit. And but the bad thing was that Mia's sister-in-law didn't come. So that was kind of awkward. Yeah. So actually, mom was like, "Where is your girlfriend?" And I was like, "Oh shit." And but it's natural when someone passed away, when any family passed away, you must. I even go for my friend's grandpa's funeral because to lose someone, since I've lost like 2 people in my life, that's really precious. They really thank you. They really thank everyone for coming. Like, for example, my guy friend who's getting married like soon, I still thank him to this day for coming and taking care of me. But we're just like bros, right? But he is like really close friend. That's why. And then I also went to church like on Sunday with my mother-in-law to give prayers to her father. That was the issue, guys. Why did I go? I shouldn't have gone. That's what happened to this. This is what happened. This was the outcome. I could have been working in a nice company in the US, but now I'm in Korea with you guys streaming and the K-pop dancing and the hearing about girls trying to date guys and trying to get married. I know I could have gotten married to Felix. And then like looking back to that and like talking to Mia a couple of times, he did value the fact that I'm very caring to the family, but he knows that I wasn't doing it on purpose. Like I wasn't being like, oh, like if I take good care of in-law, then I can yoink Mia's money that he doesn't even have right now. But like I'm not doing it on purpose to try to get points. It was just all like purity of really wanting to like give condolence and everything. So I think that was like a plus side. So like if you ever hear about like your girlfriend's parents' birthday coming up, I really recommend you guys to buy maybe like flower. Even flowers is very thankful, or even like a cake, and then don't have to go see them, but give it to the girlfriend saying, hey, like you told me you're meeting up with your family and I heard blah blah blah, so here I'll just take this with you. You don't have to say it's from me, but I wanted to congratulate them or something. Oh my god, 이 오빠 뭐야, so take caring, so sweet, 뭐 이런 거지. 근데 so even if I look back to what Mia did, he drove to my father's graveyard every year for like 2 years on his birthday and the day that he passed away. And I think that was like a really plus side to my mom and my brother. So to this day my mom even says, hey, don't piss off Mia. Please be nice. You need to, why are you siding with Mia? That's what I tell to a lot of people. And that's like a cheat. Easy marriage route if you ever want to get married, but why did I do that, guys? Yeah, we were both trapped. So we always joke around. Why did I drive there? 근데 이게 진짜 it's like minimum things that the other person remembers. I think that's like the key of I should marry this person. Because Actually, yesterday my friend gave me a really good question of, what makes you want to marry this person, right? And it's like, I like the feeling of the fact that I feel very comfortable with this person. So even if I'm super extroverted, like, so my friend knows me from high school, college, right? And she knows if I get lonely, I want to hang out with people. Like, I don't want to be alone, right? Like, that was me. Because now that I think about it, I had like an anxiety problem. I needed to be always with someone, and I was like a person who gets easily lonely. So I always hung out with someone, and I got really upset when, you have a friend group and they didn't invite me. Like, oh my god, why didn't you invite me? Like, blah blah blah. But after, like, after I met with Mia, I didn't need that. And nowadays, I need alone time. I wanna eat food and just watch YouTube. Happiness. I already have a new K-drama that I wanted to start watching. That's all I need in my life right now, Yeah. But that feeling only comes when you feel very anxious, I think. Because fear of missing out is saying that, like, I want to be part of everything. I want to be included in everything. When in reality, that's not that important in your life career. Even, like, I had girlfriends that unfollowed me on Instagram. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll unfollow them too. I don't really care about your life either. Like, what the heck, right? So in that sense, like, I'll just whatever. But oh, really? Yeah, I unfollowed them. Don't worry, sure. I unfollowed them. I was like, oh, right away, unfollow. But in that sense, I was just kind of like, you can kind of see nowadays, like, like these type of people, that type of people, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. So nowadays, I'm really good at looking at the big picture, So I don't get as much angry at you guys anymore. Because, like, if I read your comment, even if it's irritating, if I look at the big picture, it's either one or the other. Either you have social issues, or two, you wanted to say A, but you phrased it a little differently because you're too honest of a person. So I know you guys. I dealt with you guys for a very long time, so I know it's either one of them. So I normally I'm just like, okay. But so I really now appreciate the alone time of no streaming and everything. So attention seeker, yeah. But I think that's something that a lot of people lack, not just girls, but also guys. So, and that's something that I've been noticing among some girls around me. So I try not to be too caring, but yeah, because it's not an easy skill to learn because people don't want to learn. That's the problem number one. How like, maybe not you guys, but if you look among your friends, how many of them are really into, like, learning? I'm interested in A, let's learn about it. Or when you start a new hobby, no one really cares about the fundamental. So, like, when I started learning about, like, exercising or running, I was really curious on, like, what makes it, how do you run? Like, I actually studied about learning and everything. Oh, really? Wow, Flames, you have a really good, like, friend group. But oh, that's you? It's not saying that's a bad thing, but that's why a lot of those people have a hard time of looking at the big picture. So that's why personally, even if I'm talking about this, I honestly think I think people who read about, like, self-development type of books, I think that's just kind of to show it off. Like, because those don't help, because each individual book in the end says the same thing. No, like look at the big picture. They just phrase it differently, so you stick to one or another. But the only thing that I like reading about are histories of people's, like, really famous people's lives. Those kind of get me curious because it really gets them, it really shows how they worked hard, or if they were lucky, you know, like Trump was lucky because he had his dad. But I also can view it like this perspective where even if he had lots of money to start with, for him to continue that is also not easy. You know, like looking at a different perspective is always a good deal. So I somehow got to learn that, but I think I learned that too late. If I learned this in college or even in high school, I would have gone to Harvard, guys. 근데 이제 지금 해가지고, you know, I'm just doing like podcast with you guys. I would have been like Harvard, you know. Where's like, you know, Harvard. Not UW, it'd be like Harvard, MIT. Yeah. Asking why and knowing what to ask is hard. 그러니까. Yeah, I'm just a Wisconsin girl, but I like it. When I was doing my startup, most advice was counterproductive. The most important things were all related to do the thing. 그치. So I think in the self-development, like also what Hwang says about people don't think and reflect hard enough. That's also a big... Because look, they read the book, then they're supposed to digest it and, you know, poop out your mindset. 그런데 읽고 이게 it goes in and has to think and stay there. 근데 읽고 나가. So if I were to test it, 그러면 몰라. What? I don't know. Maybe live a happy life. 이런 느낌. So I think a lot of the self-development books, even if the author is really like well off and everything, it's just... Also, there's actually in Korea, there's a lot of those books. Oh, actually, I'm like that. You know, a lot of I actually read books without understanding, but I'm more of a visual learner, I think, or audio learner. I like to listen to things and really think about it. So I like listening to podcasts. But I've been trying to get better at reading. So I've been trying to read books lately, but it's still hard. I think it's real, like, so Mia is really good at like quick reading, right? But I have to read like every letter, sentence, everything. So yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard. So if you have this perspective, if you understand kind of what I'm saying, I think you guys are well off into being like you know, like a reasonable person and looking at from the far, and you know, like having a life that you want. If you don't understand what I'm kind of talking about, it's okay. It's because I learned this when I'm like 29, 27. This is like learning experience from fighting with Mia. Because I ended up learning to reflect on myself, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should start reading and like, you know. Yeah, but I still think it's important to read, because I think when you hear it, there are moments where you can miss it. So I like to, that's why I'm learning how to read. That sounds kind of weird. At age 30, I'm learning how to read, guys. Oh my god, you can tell me like I'm very stupid, right? But what's good about learning how to read is that you can stop in between to think about what the book says. That's why I think it's important to read. So yeah, right? I'm learning how to read A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. That's why I don't know if some of my viewers notice it, but the like even in Korea Jinri versus now Jinri, the mood has changed. 뭔가 되게 like really changed. I don't know if maybe some of you guys can notice, but and at one point in life I started to think to myself, hey, if I want to fight back with my chat or anyone smart or anyone just being like goofy and stupid, I need to learn. That's also something where you can get the like light bulb of, oh, like learning is important, right? So I know, I didn't know that there was actually a method of reading fast, and that's actually important when you take the ACT. That's why my ACT score was effed up, guys. So yeah. And that's why this relates to social media, and I want you guys to get off social media because it really messes up your critical thinking ability. So yeah, just do it. Yeah. Reading is also hard for me. I really don't like reading. I don't know why. So that's why I force myself to read where I turn off all the computer and I just read. So you may not come from a rich family, but a rich family can start with you. Oh yeah. People don't ask enough questions about money, economy, and inflation. I agree. That's why I think we really need to learn. And something that kind of worries me too is that a lot of the time people want to make lots of money, but instead of learning about finance, they are more into like hearing like, you know, going with a shortcut, and that doesn't lead to making money. Instead, that leads to losing money, right? So I always tell, if anyone asks me, because you know I do stock, like I did stock, you know, I read about news and everything. So a lot of people actually ask me, how do you do stock? And I said, I'm still learning. Like, I think it's something that you gotta learn and understand the market, understand the trend, and how the economy works. And even for me, like, I haven't read that much news or like haven't been really good with keeping up for it, but I think it's really hard to acknowledge that mindset. So, and that's actually why I started this stream, is that I'll be honest with you guys, I knew nothing about finance. Even now, I don't know that much finance or economy, inflation, and money. So it's taking a while. But I think I got like a shallow version of how the economy is working. So what's really amazing is my in-law is amazed at my curiosity, and he actually said to me a long time ago he feels really bad for bringing Jinri back to Korea because she would have done a really well job of working in US. But I was like, hey, it's okay. I'm having fun with stream. Luckily, because of him for bringing me to Korea, I get to stream. But yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. It was nice of him to just say that though, you know. But I hope that in the future I can go back to working at a company when I get a child, and then moving back to US is still like a good goal. But you know, like everyone can dream, right? So I want to do something where I can go back and forth from Korea to US because of the family. So yeah, but we're trying different methods, and we're actually in a very hard situation. So just been a lot of mind thinking and everything. So it's, to be honest, the reason why I've been exhausted too, more than before, at least this week, was it's that time period, guys. This woman is like in that like time period of whether either I'm pregnant or I'm off, because I've been working about pregnancy for the past 7 months and it hasn't been going well. So I'm in that like status of if it doesn't go well, then I'm going cuckoo, right? So just have to put it out there. Just so that's why I try to end early these days, because I don't want to get mad at you guys. I know that my irritation Jinri will come maybe soon. Even if I say good things to you guys right now, that like, you know, I'm like, oh, I now understand the big picture of you guys, and then like 5 minutes I'll be like, Shrimp! How dare you say that? You know, so I don't want that to happen. So I try to keep it short. You know, like yeah, we try to, you know, let's keep a good distance from each other. You know, let's be like, Kuro, what time is it? I'm about to end stream and you come in an hour 15 minutes late for my stream. Like, how could you be? This woman is having like head mindset issues. So. Just a little understand me. So hopefully by next week I'll get to know. If I have a day where I'm just being like, hey chat, I'm so sorry, that day is just not gonna be the day I'm gonna be streaming, just know that Jinri's not having a good day, you know, like because either like there's Bloody Mary or you know stuff. So yeah, anyways, in the end, what I wanna tell you guys is, if there is no female, like if there is no Jinri streaming, especially on weekends, I hope you guys can try reading a book and enjoy Touch Grass. Like, I'm okay with you guys not coming every time to my stream, and the reason why I try to stream Monday through Friday is when you get off work, I understand that it's exhausting to go out, so come watch me. But on Saturdays and Sundays, really wish you guys can go out and go to a coffee shop and read like a chapter. You know, you'll be done with the book by 3 months. Positivity, man. You touch grass too much when oh, that's true, that's true. Oh, hi Prosciutto. I do want, yeah, me too. What sucks is that like there's no good Korean, or it's hard for me to read Korean books. They do have a lot of hard vocabulary, so I want to read American books, but they don't have it in the office or in the Korean thing. I know, for you, maybe, but what the fudge is that? Hello, Prosciutto. Long time no see. Oh, good. Flames, I can make a Discord channel just for you, for your 1 hour of writing. Actually, writing skill is something that needs to be worked on for me too. But 진짜, I hate writing and reading. I was such a actually, if you could go back in time, if I were to go back in college, I am let's say I'm or not college, high school, I would not have studied science or math, and I think I would have gone well. But if I go to like debate, I would have to read a lot of books. I would have done more of like broadcast area, maybe. 근데 모르겠다. It's not like I didn't like engineering. I really loved math and science, but I think I didn't have the potentials. Yeah, not gonna lie, math is pretty fun. And I think the reason why I enjoyed math was the fact that it had like an answer. You know, like you will always come out with an answer, and that's, you always came out with a solution. And that's what I liked about math. But if you do writing or write like, you know, English, they would make your, you know, like there wasn't a legit answer, and your writing skills really depend on how much you read a book, right? So what is that emoji? Yeah. Oh, and it gets subjective too, because as you guys know, I was a music major and an engineering major. So every time during music major, I would write the same way freshman year, and I got B's. But then my sophomore years, my teacher changed. We had very similar class. I write the same way, and I got A's. So that taught me, it really depends on how this teacher likes their writing style. So honestly, for all the English majors, I really wish the teacher will tell you what type of style of writing you enjoy. I think that's something that they should say off the bat for the students to acknowledge that and at least practice it so that they understand. That's something that I didn't like it. So my freshman teacher really enjoyed being very artistic with writing, as in adding all these factors in with fluff words, versus my sophomore teacher really enjoyed being very straightforward. So told me to simplify right with a little humor and then bring people in. Oh, 그래. Yeah, I got pissed off too. I hate it. It was like a white old man teacher teaching freshmen like classical history back then. Made me write about, you know why music is the worst like class to take, is that they teach about history. Like music history is fun, but then they want you to analyze this music. If the notes go up, it's giving that enthusiasm vibe. Woo, what? But then if they have that minor sound, then it's like a depressing sound that they wanted to show. And then in between there are accidentals that show off this mood, something like hopping, jumping, 뭐 이런. 그러니까 as an engineer, it doesn't work like that. This note is just a note. So I'm definitely not like a musician. I like playing music and stuff, but in that sense it didn't. Oh, but I think it's still nice to let us know, like let the students know like what type of style, because every writing you cannot test. You cannot 뭔가 결국에 about similar. Ah, really? Oh, really? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I totally agree. So I actually disappointed my mom in that sense, because she's an English major, so she was kind of upset that my English was bad. Because even I think my English will never get better if I if I keep hearing like Korean American Korean English. I realize that my English is super broken. So when I talk to like Yeju, who's a Korean American, I cannot speak English. I'm like, I speak like this to you, like how I talk to you guys in front of Yeju. So it's not getting better. Because if I speak like an American, there are some streamers that don't understand me. So what I have to do is I have to break it down and I have to talk as if I'm talking to maybe like kindergartners and be like, right, like, do you do this? You know, so in that sense it's kind of unfortunate. So I've been trying to talk to Mia lately, but his English also sucks. I make fun of him because he didn't understand what it means to keep the tab open. So I told that to my mom, and then Mia goes, yeah, mom, mom-in-law, you know, it means that during college I didn't go to pubs and studied really hard. And I was like, really? You say that? So anyways, do we start ending? I'm so ready to rest. Yeah, actually, because Mia was underage, so he just drank in the house. But that's what a lot of Korean communities do. They don't really drink outside. So, what? I really wonder how ChatGPT is going to change though. Also made me drink while I was in middle school. Oh, really? Drinking is fun. I miss drinking. I do actually miss drinking sometimes. It would be nice to drink, but oh well. Maybe if I get super stressed, I'll drink. Half a bottle? That's actually a lot though for a middle schooler. Anyways, chat, I am really sorry to end early like yesterday. Oh, yesterday the dance practice went really fun, by the way. But it did cost a little bit too much. It was like 37 per 2-hour session. So I don't think maybe I'll go once a month at most. I think the cost is a little bit higher than I expected. So I'm hoping to, yeah, it's not too bad, but you know, like I'm trying to get this. And I think there are other priorities that I should be spending money to. So hoping to maybe the thing is I can't stream there. So maybe I'll find a better, cheaper one or try other places. I do want to try SM. SM and YG also have lessons. Oh, really? Thank you, Flame. Thank you. So I'll look into that. Maybe start like a mini donation bar. But it was really fun. I'm gonna create one reels. Can you check SC alert? What? Did something happen? ¿Qué pasa? I like girl dances. They're much easier. Oh. I don't see anything. What am I supposed to be saying? Oh! Now I see it! Wait, but I scolded you!
Thanks for the talk today, Smile.
Are you sure? I scolded you! I talked crap about you! Wait, are you guys like M? I talked crap about Mark to Sora. I was like, there's this viewer in my chat. You've probably seen him too. He's pissing me off of his dating life. Okay. I'll accept. I'll accept. Nurse B. I'll be that. Oh, can I be that like evil sister? I did get to do that with my brother and his like in-law, so. He probably took it as scolding. I think he liked it, guys. I think he likes being scolded, guys. Deep down, secretly. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, guys. You guys are really nice. Sorry for, like, ending. Dude. Wait, I made more money than BTS. Jimin. 잠깐만. I see you guys don't like Jimin. I knew Kuro was a girl because he only likes BTS Jimin. He wants me to. We know. Yeah, I think Mark likes being scolded. Thank you. Kuro is a honorary girl because he writes good like girly comments on my YouTube comments. He used to. Yeah, honorary. Yeah. Like there were, who was it? There are some people because I told I told you guys, for those who are new to my stream, one thing that I told my chat was I didn't want my stats to mess up. And K-pop fans are mostly girls. So if you guys watch, then it kind of messes it up. Then I get half and half. So, like my statistics. Like who's viewing my stuff, because if I have like a good statistics of who I watch and everything, I think that would be a great great evidence or great resource for me to use if I ever want to make any partnership or any sponsors, because it's like a blessing to have lots of females watch me, right? So it was like, right, only female comments, change your gender on YouTube to female. Because I know 99.999% of the time my chat are guys. You know, you guys all have ding dongs. You guys don't have boobas. So in that sense, I always tell my chat, please change your gender when you guys watch my YouTube channel. So for those who are new to my stream, yeah, that's what you need to do. I am very I'm a very data heavy girl, as you guys know. I did grad school in data analytics, so I know every analytics methodology, and if it gets messed up, I don't like it. So what's really cool is that my like travel Instagram is 78% females. 30 some girls, 30 some guys. Which means if I do maybe collaboration with beauty products or jewelry products or anything, you know, like that's how I'm going to start messaging or searching for. Yeah, I gotta keep the stats, man. Yeah, write shorter message with cute emojis. I don't put ugly emoji. Yeah, set up a new YouTube account, please. I don't want guys. Only guys are allowed our Twitch. Yeah, that's why I kind of gave up. Shh. Shush, snack. But I'm still proud of my travel. Oh, and then it's okay, Leia. It's not that important, but it's funny because my K-pop channel, since I also upload dances, are mostly guys with some. Well, sorry, it's like half and half. So my K-pop is half and half. I think because I'm a girl reactor. But my travel content is like 70 or 80% females, which I was really shocked. But I think it's because I do like I upload really pretty places in Korea. But I should film that today. Yeah, isn't it funny? So maybe next time I will upload. I will show you guys some of my stats. If you guys are interested. But they're actually, if you guys are nerdy like me, it's really fun to see. Right? Yeah, women love the solo travel content potential. I know, but since I only travel in Korea, it's like Jinri's travel log, but actually became Jinri's Korea log. It's mostly Korea stuff. Yeah, then maybe next Monday I will show you guys. And I have one thing to do on Monday too. I know, that's true. Yeah. Or like travel tips, I think those are mostly seen by females than males. So oh, Snag, I forgot to use the chat thingy, Mobobby, that you sent me. Let me do that next time. Oh, I keep forgetting. It's been a while for me to sit in front of here, relaxed and able to talk to, because Snack, have you talked with girls for 6 hours about guys one day, and the next day you talk about guys for 5 hours? It's amazing. You start seeing guys. It's like guys are assholes. That's my conclusion. You guys have to be tall, good looking, rich, have retirement plans, have no hobby, but also be like outgoing, but also only see girl, but also have good body. I don't think you can get married. You meet half. Oh, really? Wait, does these criteria, does anyone meet these criterias? 아, 맞아. Okay, anyone over? Okay, let's do this. 잠깐만. Give me Jinri Bull if you guys are over 180. If you guys are lower than 180 centimeter, give me Jinri Bear. Bear. 아, 뭐야, 꽤 있네? Okay. Give me like an up arrow. Give me an up arrow. Prosciutto! Oh, Mark, thank you for gifting.
Mark
Prosciutto
Boss
gifts
underscore
though.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Prosciutto. They have given 248 gift subs in the channel.
Okay. Give me bear if you exercise. Sorry, give me a bull if you exercise. Give me a bear if you don't exercise. Yeah, if you have good body. Last week, What is ox? Yeah, what is ox? Good body and exercise aren't necessary. But as long as you know, like you work out, I think that's what. Then give me a Jinri Bull if you guys make. Wait, you guys will not reveal because I'll be like, why are you guys not donating? Okay, how about this? If you make more than average, how much is average? Give me a bull. Give me a bear if you make less than average. Average income for guys in 30s. Let's see the average salary by age. 여기 있네. So let's do 25 to 34. Annual wage is 50K. 50K. If you make less than annual wage, 뭐야, 다들 잘 만드네. 오. That was for 25 to 34 years older. Ah, really? 괜찮아, it's okay. Oh, you guys have good spec. 그다음에 또 뭐가 있었더라? You guys know, I think this is the hardest one. The hardest one is if you ever in your life heard from another female other than your mom, grandma, auntie, relatives that you look hot, you look good, attractive, you're good looking, give me a bull. 이게 제일 힘든 거 아니야? Yeah! No! 오, 진짜? If you have 그 다음에 last another one is 87 does not count. hair complimenting does not count. 아니야, long time ago doesn't count. It has to be now. 안 돼. Smile 안 돼. It has to be like a smile 안 돼. Oh, anonymous, thank you for 5 gifted subs. Thank you, 감사합니다. Yo, thank you. Yay! Finally! Thank you, 감사합니다! Smile is crucial, but it can also mean you are just like okay person, you know. Should we do you have hair? 아 그래. 그 다음에 does your look up the college you guys went to, and if it's in top 50, give me a bull. Okay. Wait, even I think UW is the 잠깐만. College rating. College rating. US. So if you went to let me list out all 50. Using the best college US news ranking. We're gonna do national. Should we do national universities? 이거 맞나? Even if you guys are in the US, they have like all around. So if you're from Princeton, MIT, Harvard, Stanford, Yale, UPenn, University of Pennsylvania, California Institute of Technology? 처음 들어. Is this subjective? Top 100? Should we do top 100? That's Caltech이구나. 얘가 Caltech이야. Duke, Brown, John Hopkins, Northwestern, Columbia, Cornell, Chicago. 그런데 if you're in a different country, then let's do top 5 in your country. Or top 10 in your country. College is not important. Hey, to some female friends, it is very important. 그 다음에 give me a Jinri bull if you work at 뭐라고 하더라? if you work at a company that is S&P 500. Oh, UW is 35? Oh, I made the list, guys. Oh, you went to a top 200 school? 진짜? I don't think my story is in there. 근데 이게 또 본인 사업하는 사람은 또 좋게 보는 사람들이 있어요. Actually, there are people that have positive views on doing your own business. Government isn't in the stock market. 그러네. 그러네. 그다음에 what's other trait that they really liked? Very important one. If your parents have retirement plans. 그치. So that means I don't have to give my family money. Not my family, but like my in-laws' family, your family money. In the future life. So honestly, wow, Leia. Oh. I think that's most of the features. Really? Yeah. Give me the link. So I think honestly, if you have at least at least 2 there, you cannot meet a Korean. If you have okay, let me change. If you have 2 bear, you cannot meet the stereotypical Korean who's looking for the ideal type. That's actually the ideal type in Korea. If you have 4 bear, maybe look into another country. Two는 actually honestly 2 I might go on a date with you. 이거야 거의. 2는 maybe go on a date. I think 3 is is he okay, let me 2 2는 I will maybe go on a date with you. 3는 I will go on a date with you고 그냥 데이트 한번 만난다. I will meet you once. 3는 maybe. 4는 야 go look for a different country. 내 생각에 personally. Yeah. Guys, just skip South Korean girls. You won't be happy. Hey, 나 있잖아. Japan. So I think so. You know how Japan's been like a country that's been very lonely country. You had 5? 아 근데 사업하는 거는 좀 달라요. 사업은 좀 다른 크라이테리아로 가긴 해. You guys have 5 bears? 5 bears는 then your 이제 그러면 이제 좀 you guys have to kind of forfeit some things. Japan has lots of I think Japan really likes to live alone though. So that's why I heard maybe in Japan it's been kind of turning around like the aspect of marriage nowadays. Maybe I'm not sure. The bulls don't make up for the bears. Here's the thing, like what I said was kind of bare minimum. You know what I also kind of forgot is like apartment. Like, do you have money? Do you have lots of savings to maybe buy apartment? Xenophobic? Really? For Japan? Yeah, so I think a lot of girls fall in love with these guys because of these specs that I've listed. Is personally what I'm thinking. So the main important thing is like looks, right? If you're good looking, then you get like a coin. Try to get into my heart kind of coin, you know. I give you guys like a gacha coin of whether or not you can achieve my heart, right? And then if you are tall, you get another gacha coin. So then in the guy's aspect, they don't see a point of working this hard. And so what I also think is guys now started having a brain, right? Back in like mom's era, mom can be picky and be like, oh, you have this. Then guy will work hard to get the girl, right? So guys were stupid. They just see girl equal marriage. 열심히 work hard and maybe start something. Let's get married, right? So now guys have brains. Guys have knowledge. Oh, I heard girls are being picky. Why should I have to go through all this trouble to get, you know, her number or get in, you know, like marry her, right? 뭐 내가 왜 그렇게 열심히? I don't need to. 그러니까 guys, so the more bulls you have, they look for the same thing in girls too, or at least around that area. So 그러니까 that's why it's really hard, I think, to get like to look for someone to marry, I think, these days, because guys don't try as much as they used to, and girls are upset that these guys won't try. So I think the real winner of this market right now is that if the girl tries, then the guy actually takes that as a positive trait, being like, oh, she's really interested in me. Oh, I want to get to know her. So I think the tables have kind of turned around where the girls have to try if they want someone with those high specs. Or, you know, like, so. It's kind of unfortunate in that sense. Like, because I was reading about something and, you know, like, back in at least in Korea, we could start at a small house and get bigger and bigger by saving up. And then, at one point in the future, then women will be getting married and, so I think that was actually like a big issue of why this is happening. Yeah, so they're getting standards. So now let's look at vice versa. List me things that you guys want from girls and let's see if I am a bear or a bull. 나볼까? Let's see, Jinri. Wait, can we do like two Jinris? Like, can we do like streamer Jinri and then the like old Jinri when I was at the internship? You know, cause I, you know, got like almost a full-time job there. Wait, I have a question. What if my relative is Christian? My grandma is heavily Christianized. So she tells me, you need to go to church. Yeah, sorry. That's a big bear. I don't like going to church. Every time I go to church, I look at the sky. Oh, this building's really well made. 너무 어렵다. All these girls literally saying the things they need on Reels are probably helping to educate the guys that didn't know as well. 그러니까! And I'm educating you guys. What are other traits, guys? What are other traits that guys like in girls? Probably money saving, right? I don't use my money easily. I don't get nails done. I honestly think getting nails done are like the most like money throwing thing. Because to get a gel nail in Korea, it's like $100 minimum, I think. So. Yeah. I used to get them, but I think maybe like 50-60 if without the ones with designs. But if you get into designs, girls pay that once a month. You have to get it at least once or twice, once every 2 months. USD로는 한 $50-60 I think. 진짜 비쌌어. Really? 나는 너무 싫었어. Cause it doesn't even save your nails. It weakens your nails. So should I learn nail salon and do nail salon in America? Honestly, I think Korean nail salon will get so much money in US. But I guess like foreigners like really crazy style. 그러니까 이게 미쳤어. I get my hair done. I used to get my hair done every 3-4 months, but now I get it every 6 months because I can't do much with my hair. I think I've been saving lots of money lately. But it's been Mia being like, oh, but I play games. So you have to understand me playing games. Like, we have to play Cookie Run. And you also have to like Lost Ark. Really? That's my criteria. That's kind of like with my brother, but really? Thanks. I look kind of. I think it goes either way. If I put on like heavy makeup, then I look super evil. So. Yeah, I think nail salon business is actually a really good thing to do in US. But you need skills. Like, you need to have that skill and technology, though. Ah. What if we do like a cheap nail one? But it's also bad for the human health, I think. In that sense, so. Eh. 근데 난 진짜. I think it's also, I was thankful that I played the harp because I don't like anything on my nails. So I found it interesting when musicians in Korea had nail done. Like they actually had their nails done. So. Ah, I forgot. Next Tuesday I will have to see my friends, my cousins. So maybe I will do IRL stream on Wednesday then. Go to... maybe I'll go on Monday. Stray Kids pop-up store. And then go out again on Tuesday. I have a feeling on Tuesday we will talk about guys and marriage. Because one of my cousins is 2 years younger than me. So she's what? 28? So she is getting closer to the age of females going crazy about marriage. But even my other cousin who is 7 years younger, like 20, what is that, 23, 24? Her friends are looking for guys to marry. 미쳤어. 그냥 like girls are nowadays somewhat desperate. They're desperate and not desperate at the same time. They're desperate into finding guys to marry because they know that all the good guys get taken fast. But then they're not desperate because their criteria are 그래서 근데 뭐 나도 그러겠지. You know, I say this because I'm already married. 근데 maybe reality I would have been the same thing. Right? 난 그랬겠지? Yeah. I should wear that clothes. Even the K-drama I wanted to watch, it has 장나라. It talks about divorce. 와, 미쳤어. It talks about women because she got a divorce because the guy cheated on her. What? 그러니까 I think in a marriage, the most important thing is that you guys communicate and talk and see often. So one of the things that Mia and I are trying really hard not to do is doing long distance relationship. Because I think it's really dangerous to do long distance in a marriage. Or so then the one I was watching, I watched a bit of it, and I wanted to watch it after I didn't stream. But one of the biggest thing that, like, I was actually understanding actually the guy's side for cheating. Like, it's not okay to cheat. Honestly, there's no good reason of why you should cheat, right? Period. Guys, don't cheat. Do not cheat. But if because of the female and her career and how she was really crazy about work and not really caring for the family, then I would be really upset too. Because if that was like, even if that's gender opposite, if the guys were doing that, girls will get upset. It's not like girls would cheat, but she will get upset. That was the storyline. But they made the guy into a bad person because he cheated. Of course, he is a bad person for cheating. But if you're not that caring about your family and you're too into your career, 그거는 좀, I think then that's too much being a little bit of like, you're being a little too selfish, honestly. And not being acceptant of the other person. So I got another statistics regarding that. Inundation of social media has made the de-stress and harm rate. What does 2000 mean here? Inundation. Overwhelming abundance of people. post 2000이구나. Thank you. That's how the sexes cheat. That's how the sexes cheat. That's interesting. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I got it in trouble. Actually, sometimes it's hard to also like I'm okay like using filter is fine, but if I don't take good picture, I get in trouble. But I think it's important because it's our business, right? So a lot of people at Instagram consider themselves as influencer because I can sense that. Because I don't get that much like DMs about sponsorships because maybe I think I'm ugly. 그래서 그런 생각 들 수 있을 것 같아. I think I can see why people have that type of mindset. But that's why I try to target maybe like the foreign market. The problem is parents literally raising kids on smartphones. Yeah. Our generation was born on the edge of the explosion of the internet. And I know. 근데 here's the thing, Snack. So I saw my friends raising 6-year-olds and I was about to like strangle them. I literally said, you guys are testing my patience. They go crazy. They go wild. Like 미쳤어. 근데 또 I worry because my friend. But I think if you give them good resources, like if they are not on TikTok, I think it's okay. If they are just watching like you know, like audio stuff. What if they're reading like novels, you know, like the audiobooks on YouTube? Isn't that okay? Parents are struggling to raise a family and make enough income to support it because economy, so they don't have time to properly educate their own kids. So all they can do is raise them on YouTube. That plus the education system worldwide has had a massive decline. 그래. But you cannot stay with your kids 24/7. That's for a rich family. In Korea, you have to work. 그러니까 이게 진짜 like what I felt is spending time with the 5-year-old, 4-year-old for one day. You can say, I don't know why she's on the iPhone. Right? Because they're so lovely. But if you do that for 24/7, 365, then I'm about to shoot someone. Yeah, I think it's okay to give them iPads as long as they are not on social media. The pad part, it's okay. Honestly. Like, they can watch whatever it is. That's why I think the YouTube 그 뭐냐? 그 protections? 아니 뭐냐? 그 YouTube Kids and Google Kids have it well monitored because I can basically look at what they're doing. But then if they are on social media, then it's a big no. That's why I worry kids on social media. So I don't want to raise my kids on social media. Way she was acting, you would have thought someone died. Oh, was she crying that much? Seeing a satire comic like 25 years ago, it had kindergartners on playground playing tag using their cell phone. Yeah, but that's true now, right? I saw a 5-year-old with the iPhone on the plane. I was like, who the hell he's going to call? I got... Even if you don't let your own kids do it unless you homeschool them. 그치! That's what I'm talking, Snack. 진짜, you know what my friend had to worry the other day? That when they become 7, everyone has Nintendo Switch. Like, they are going to bully you for not having Nintendo Switch. Maybe not bully, but there's no reason to go to that friend's house because he doesn't have Nintendo Switch. I was like, kids have Nintendo Switch. Back in my days, only the rich people can have it. But nowadays, like, you can't play with your friends if you don't have Nintendo Switch. So it's just that the generation is moving. And it's not like we can't go against it. It's literally you trying to stop the tide from going forward. So I see why people don't want to have kids. Like, the reason why they mention money is, at least in Korea, no one plays on the playground anymore. They think it's boring. So I was like, what do you mean? That's what I think too, not to. Like, I can try to be the mom that's like, no social media, maybe social media in that sense. Social media, no. But like, no phones, no Nintendo Switch, nothing. You're just gonna go outside and play. Like, enjoy outside. Like, enjoy the sun. But what if he ends up having no friends? Actually, that is the biggest worry. 이게, if you don't have friends, if your kids have no friends, you know how sad that is? 와, 나는 at least you should have like a playmate. Stand out and be unique. 아이 뭐 그것도 그렇지. 근데 진짜 너무 어려울 것 같아. The reason why I say but guys, it's easy said than to be done. And if I become my kid's best friend, you know what you have to worry about is being mama boy. I worry that he won't be able to make his own decision and always come to me for help. 그게 문제야. The reason why you're supposed to have friends is to increase your your social skills. That's the reason for having friends. 근데 뭐 you don't have friends? It's okay. 그건 너무 그거잖아. Like, how many of you guys don't have friends anymore right now? And by the way, these are 7-year-olds. You know how, oh sorry, 5, 6, 7-year-old people don't listen. 진짜, you guys think, if I become their friends, they don't want to be friends with you. That's the issue. They don't care about you guys. Really? Oh. 그래도 되지만. I think if I were the parents, would you? How many of you guys will buy them Nintendo Switch? 그치. I think it's case by case. 나는 나는 론리네스를 많이 찾으니까. 뭐 그럴 수 있어. I can understand Snack's point of view too. You wouldn't give them yours? Why do you let the person use you and you know they are doing that for 그치. 근데 이게 you guys also have to view it as these kids are kids. Like, they are. I think the most important thing is you have to look back at yourself. How were you like back in the days? So a lot of the times what I do with my mom is I ask her, Mom, how was I? And she's like, oh my god, you always played in the water and I yelled at you and she got so mad at me because I got a cold, but I loved playing inside the water that I would just be playing with cold water, and she got so mad at me and she dumped cold water at me. You can't control your kids. So you can't stop them from doing what they want to do. So you gotta at least try to make protection somehow, right? And she tried to drown me. I was like, oh really? But I was always that kid. I think social media는 모르겠는데, I don't know about social media, but making them or like giving them phones and whatever, I'll just because what I remember was social media came out. I remember when MySpace came out in middle school, right? And even back then, when I was a kid, I was really upset that I didn't have that many friends as my other friends, or vice versa. People didn't come to see my MySpace as much. You can see that on MySpace. So honestly, we're just the same people. But kids are doing the same thing that we used to do when we were kids with a different method. And right now it's Instagram. And I feel like 맞아. That's it. Oh. Yeah. So that's why I tell Mia, you gotta stop watching videos when you sleep. Like, I worry that my kids are going to be like that, and it's gonna be so I have to tell them every single day, like, our habit is what the kids are going to do. So for instance, my friend's kid is a girl, and she plays like a guy, like very brutal. And the reason why is the guys are his the husband plays with her in a very rough way, you know, like hangs her down the other way. And it's not bad, but it's kind of funny because she wants to be like a princess, but like she's like a princess that like breaks things. So I think 그러니까 guys, don't get kids. Kids are really hard to grow, I think. That's why a lot of the time they say it's nice to see kids. Like, I miss the time when my child was sleeping and did not talk and did not walk. The moment they walk and the moment they go to school, they meet society and everything is like. Oh really? 웃겼어 그냥. She's like I want to be pretty. She loves Elsa, so she has like Elsa earrings and everything. But then she like runs around, and I was like, yeah, that's what I heard. Once they start walking around and you look back, you're amazed at the fact that they are gone. 근데 나도 I really worry about social media too. So I think by the time I have kids, I might wrap up my social media business, or just keep the ones, like stop all the dancing ones and just keep like Korea travel one or the AI one, and stop with all the K-pop stuff, because I worry that's going to be influencing my child a bit too much. Since we're talking about social media, and I am on social media, guys, right? It's not like I did anything bad of a content. Like, I don't even do like dancing content as much anymore, but in a sense, I worry if I upload things on TikTok till the day that my kids are on, like, for social media. 그러니까. But I wanna, even if banning things will never work, I wanna delay it as much as possible. Is my mindset. Because I remember, because I agree, banning will never work because like our family didn't have the money. So I got my first like smartphone like second year in college. But ever since then I did not know how to save money because our family was so poor that I did a lot of work. I did a lot of part-time jobs while being in school to buy like myself a new PC, and I got so crazy about like gears, like PC gears. So I bought like headset, like 뭐냐 이거. I bought like $200 monitor, like $2,000, well, you know, everything. So in that sense, yeah, I think, and the reason why I do that is because we had no money, that we didn't buy things. So I think when the time is there, I will let them do social media or everything, but oh, really? But yeah. Or even like my brother, he still plays. I think the reason why he enjoys playing like card games to this day is because we didn't have money to buy all those card games. So now that he is well off, like he has money, he just buys that as his hobby. It's not like we're stopping it, but I think that might have been like a trigger because like he was kind of blocked from buying it. So 모르겠다. Actually, raising kids is every mom's problem. That's why I don't have time to worry about other guys or marrying guys. I think monitoring is okay. So, like, that's why I say it's okay to give my kids tablets. Because there are, like, audiobooks, right? That we can make the kids listen to. But even I was watching my kid or my friend's kid like watch an audiobook. And then you know what I said? I was like, oh, that's such a good YouTube content because it's just a lady reading a book with like images and that's it. And I was like, oh, that's so good. Maybe I should start one in English because like my English pronunciation isn't that bad, but yeah, so it's like a YouTube content where they talk about stuff, you know, like it's a YouTube video where they read like Le Petit Prince or any type of childhood stories. And there's no effort in editing. It's just hello. Yeah, oh like what is childhood book? like 뭐냐 요거. Like it's just going to be like once upon a time, there was an old mother pig who had 3 little pigs and not enough food to feed them, you know. So when they were old enough, she sent them out into the world to seek their fortune. So, are also doing a public service because when you flag those videos as made for kids, it also oh really? Okay, never mind, let's not do that. Oh yeah. 근데 I think at the same time, guys, it's easier said to be than to be done. 진짜, you guys have to deal with 5-year-olds. If you guys have ever a chance to be with a 5-year-old, try. They go crazy. It's 미쳤어. 진짜. Be with a 5-year-old for 12 hours. I recommend you guys doing that. Nah, I lost my mind. And you know what? I woke up the next day thinking, wow, I have to do that 12-hour... Well, it's even more than 12-hour, right? 12-hour thing again for the child. So. Which one do I want? I want 5 Mia. Than a 5-year-old. I don't want any 5-year-old. 근데 진짜 5-year-old, 와. No. You think it's way too much? That's how much you should spend on your child, right? If they usually wake up at like 7, they go to bed 10, right? 그럼 몇 시야? That's already 7 plus 10이면은 3. That's 15 hours. You should be with your kid, right? Not even adopt. Personally, even if adopting is a good idea and good thing, I don't think I would adopt. I would rather stay with no kids than to adopt a kid. So. That's why when my in-laws said it, I was like, why are you telling me this? The level of commitment one should have before considering raising a kid. Yeah. That's why I'm still debating whether or not I should go back to work field. Because if I go back to work and I want to get pregnant, then it doesn't fit, right? Because I feel like I should be the one taking care of the child right now since I'm not working. And that's kind of the reason why I started stream, is that at least I can try to do something on stream for content or to talk with you guys and like, you know, do stuff. But 근데 guys, wow. 12 hours with kids and I almost got like ripped my hair off. And these are the talks that females should have instead of like meeting guys. I mean like this is like the next story, but like this is more realistic, I think. So it's not that expensive, but I think it's still like they would rather save that money to hire a nanny to maybe buy a house, or they use that on more of like an education system in Korea. They do take them to like kids 어린이 학원, like I will not want other friends. Daycare? Yeah. They have like daycare. But 쉽지 않아. Guys, if I get pregnant and have kids, maybe it will be the last of stream. Do you think I can come back? But we'll have to see. I'll still try to see you guys once in a while. I'll miss you guys. But I think I'll be so stressed that I would want to stream. My chat, 아니? I worry you guys will be like, this is your mommy. She did this, and this. Yeah, maybe later, but right now I want to... Yeah, I'll just probably stream just to vent, but I think... 근데 진짜 guys, 5-year-olds 너무 무서워. I'm so scared of a 5-year-old. And you know what the hardest thing that I had to do that I remember was this kid was being so dangerous, my friend's kid. So I was like, stop. Like, you can't, you need to, okay? Well, I you know, she allowed me to kind of like say something. And then so mom was like, say sorry to auntie because he threw my phone. And I was like, please give me my phone back. He did not listen. Mom was so angry. Mom told him. He just gives it back, doesn't even say sorry. I was like, please say sorry. He just goes and plays. And I was about to be like so close of grabbing him. Me like, you need to say sorry when you do that thing. But the mom didn't. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't do anything then, right? So I was just like, oh my god, he's literally just testing my anger. But apparently, for guys, they don't listen. So even if you hold them and tell them, they will just fight back. So you just gotta let them go. And I was like, no, I want to tell him. But he doesn't understand because he's just 5 that that's not what you're supposed to do. He doesn't know that that's something that's supposed to be said sorry. No matter whether or not you teach him. So I'm like, I'm about to rip my head off. At least teens don't talk to you, right? So if teens don't talk, I can just stream. But I don't know. I think as they say, as the kid gets older, they become demons. Do I want kids, guys? Guys, all of this like kid talking kind of worries me now. Yeah. No, she like explained everything and then like, you know, told him to say sorry, and till the end he did not say sorry. But if you grab him and use your emotion because you're angry at him too, then that doesn't work because you're putting your emotion on it. And yeah, I think just kids. There are no kids that behave. I think all kids are wild. When they're young. I could say, well, there are the mini gentlemen, but I think the percentage of the gentlemen that you guys are talking about are so low. Ah, really? Ah, but I want to send them. What's my sample size? 그러게. I feel like, but don't you think that having, 모르겠네. Environment? 근데 like just a general environment, especially if I'm just talking about Korea. But recently in Korea it's been worse too. Parents? But it's not like you can say anything to their other kids. This is why there's no kids zone. Nowadays, I don't go against the no kid zone. I think no kid zones are very important because it's not created by the kids, it's created by the parents for not taking good care of their kids. 아니야, 근데 kids are wild. Kids are so... Oh! Yeah. 아니야, my friend has 2 kids. 근데. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Suddenly, kids are scaring me. 근데 I kind of also want 2 kids, even if it costs a lot of money. But I think raising 2 kids are nice too. If the parents are self-centered and annoying, 그러니까. 근데 like, there's so many annoying people in the world. That's the issue. 그치? No, like 나도. Me too, Mark. Me too. 2 kids so good. Then you can move to Wisconsin. It wasn't that bad. Our high school was like $20. But you guys have to understand, when you become parents, it's your first time. So parents, like, it's basically you're thrown to a war where some people don't know what to do, some people aren't prepped, some people are prepped, you know, like it's really hard. So for family hold, especially when they don't have planned pregnancy, then it's literally you're thrown to war without any gears. So then what do? You'll be running off like a headless chicken. Ah, really? But then, do granny and grandpa? 근데 the problem with grandmas and grandpa is that they're too accepted. Because it's their grandchild. If grandchild goes, Grandpa, buy me something. You know, I was spoiled. My grandpa always bought me banana milk. Like, my mindset, maybe my grandma was kind of evil, but my grandpa was, like, he would do anything for me. He would catch the star for me, so... So I don't think grandpa is a good good way of getting help from. 탕후루루 탕탕 후루 후루 탕탕 탕 후루루루. Yeah, but I want 2 kids and I want to raise them, but really? Yeah, 그러니까 이게 family planning. So that's why I learned about pregnancy. This is where we talk about fundamentals, right? Since I'm not getting pregnant, I learned about fundamentals. And it seems like I have to get my ovary date. 그럼 뭐해? So what? 근데 이제 raising kids is like, how do you raise a kid? 쉽지 않을 것 같아. Definitely not easy. It definitely, I think, will take a lot of mistakes. I give you anxiety. You guys, how many of you guys seen Inside Out 2? I'm anxiety. 나 그거야. 나 되게 I like things in plan. If they don't go with plan, I'm stressed. So my biggest reason for stress right now is I'm 7 months into like prepping. I haven't gotten pregnant, and it's like, let me go get it fast. I can be done with this. I can like do other stuff, but you know, I can't do that, right? I already went through it all with their own kids, so just want to have, yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not blaming the grandparents. Like, I understand their side, but for them to teach the kids on behavior is too much of an expectations. Yeah. So honestly, I think if I had a time machine, I would just get married at 27, and then if I sending my kids off to like at least elementary school or like 1st, 2nd grade, I'll go back to work. Then I'm only 35. Nowadays, 35, you can start work again if you keep continuing to study. But if you start at a late age, then your body is exhausted and you don't want to do anything. 진짜. 와. So that's reality, I think. As a female, kind of going through of realizing that I have to give up a lot on my part, my end, because when you're pregnant, you're out of the office for what, like 10 months too, or like, you don't have to be out of the office for 10 months, but it's hard for you to work. That's what I feel. Anyways, guys, let's end. Stop making me talk about marriage and stuff, because it's such a big conversation after, like, so for me, if girls just complain about like finding a husband material, it's just, so for me it's like very tiny problem. Cause my problem now is getting baby. But you know what the irritating thing that they say to me is, Jinri, you don't be stressed about it. You know, like, it'll come. It's like, yeah, well, it's been 7 months and it still has not come. So if any of you guys are trying to like give me good like positive mindset, don't say that, you know, don't ever say that word. If any of your friends are trying to get pregnant and they have not, just be like, man, I know it's tough, you know? Like don't say, you don't get stressed. Like, don't give them advice. Just relate, because the woman knows. The woman has done more studies than other females. I swear to God, I know more about how to get babies than any of those single girls. Right? So whenever they tell me, but if you you get so stressed out. You 그래, flame. That's very good example. 뭐. Or like listen to my story. 뭐 이러긴데 just they are always like, but if you're stressed. So actually, you know what's shocking? The difference that I feel in that is if I talk to single girls about it, they're like, but I don't know why you're stressed. Don't be stressed. Like it'll come to you like a gift from heaven. 뭐 개똑같아. 뭐 gift from heaven? Do you want that? 이런데 my friends who already have kids and had to go through this, they're just silent because they know and they say, yeah, done that, have gone through that, don't want to go through that again. 진짜 I know what you're going through. 이 한마 just done. So stupid. 진짜 미쳤어. It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's like, what the fuck? You say that to me? And like, I want to throw stuff at them. So if you ever have like female friends who are on their planned like pregnancy, but it's not coming to them, keep your mouth shut. Cause swear to God, and don't ever backseat. That's like the number one area that you should never backseat to. Because so one thing that I realized, I don't think it's most of the people or not everyone will do this, but I'm in like different like pregnancy community. Like I also have one in Reddit. I've also one in like Naver, the Korean one and the American one, and every single one of these, every single girls ask you right? I'm a backseat you, Leia. You think you can meet Hana? Do you think so? What's that? Guys making decisions and policies about a woman's body. Oh. So anyways, 진짜 don't backseat people. In your dreams? 그래. In your dream. Wait, why are you self-dissing yourself? 아니야, you can do it. So I think that's one big reason I realized that if people just backseat me, I get irritated, so I stop backseating people. Yeah. And this is kind of like a married woman joke, so I will only say this if you guys maybe I shouldn't say this joke. But you guys know how I like to be very calculative, you know, like I calculated how many times we had to have, you know, to prep for the baby. It's in 7 months, right? I think every month we do it at least like 12 times. 그럼 뭐야? 12 times 7이면 뭐야? What is it? 12. 72? Yeah, don't you feel bad for Mia? As a guy in 30 who's age 33? 72 times. Yeah. 84? 6 times 7 times 12가? 84. Yeah, 84 times. 불건. I think he's also kind of getting tired. So he actually talked to his friends and he's like, I'm dying. So 진짜 I see why they do the IVF. So at this rate, I kind of want to do IVF too. So exhausting. Super exhausting. Don't ever be in this area, guys. Hey, you guys need to exercise. This is why I tell you guys to exercise, because if you don't exercise, but I think it's just luck. I don't know. Anyways, guys, let's start ending. This Ajumma needs to eat. Ajumma wants food, guys. We tried that already. 야, 진짜 안 먹어본 게 없어. And I found that I found articles saying those don't help that much. 다 봤어. 다 봤어. 아휴. But anyways, So people that say that's a blessing are single friends, and people that cheer him on are married friends. But anyways, thank you guys for watching today. I think we will call it a day. I did 3-hour stream in the end. What the fudge, guys? I think it's all thanks to the donation I got. Thank you again for the 5 anonymous gifted subs and everything. Thank you so much. I hope you guys had a fun time listening to my conversation. I didn't expect to be super like 39 plus, but this is the reality, guys. Okay? This is the next step you have to go into after finding someone you want to marry. Do you really want to marry? Guys, don't get married. That's the conclusion for today. Marriage does not save your life. Marriage only makes your life miserable, and so many things to think about, and so many exercises you have to do, and so many things you have to prepare for. Don't get married. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you guys on Monday. I think this week I really need to rest, and so I'm going to show you guys that I'm resting because I need a rest. Thank you for watching. See you guys.